Blessings, everyone. It's time to enhance and amplify our creative and manifestation abilities beyond the realms of thought and the mental processes. Join me Sunday, May 31st at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time, US and Canada, for a 2-hour webinar where I will be talking about the very dynamics and mechanics of spiritual creation, setting the inner state and outer stages for success, troubleshooting miscreations and blocks. You can sign up by going to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can simply follow the links below and sign up at the Crowdcast webinar link provided in the description bar. It's time to create like an adept. Hey there, Taurus. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you may also simply follow the links below. The same would go for those of you who are interested in signing up for this Sunday's manifestation webinar. You can open up the down bar below and follow the links there, or again, simply go to my website. For those of you who enjoy the incoming waves, the incoming wave video is up on a playlist of its very own on the main channel page, or you can click on my avatar and it'll take you right there as well. So, what is going on when it comes to this coming week? Well, this week's overarching theme, or the overlight of what is happening behind the scenes with everything, is the Lovers upright. And it's interesting, as I look at this card, I just see the angel spinning different people in and out of this dance, in and out of this lock that the lovers are actually doing. And I think that might be exactly what is going to be happening when it comes to your social connections, your contracts, your commitments, your friendships, your alliances this week, because the lovers is trying to kind of coordinate or reorganize all of your closest connections to put you in the space where you have the optimum community. And I am seeing this as community, even though it's not necessarily the strongest community card. I'm feeling as though the push for the healthiest win-win connections, win-win attachments, win-win commitments is ultimately what the lovers is striving for. When I look at this card, I feel as though there is going to be, yes, a lot of dismantling of existing attachments, or maybe even long-term one-on-one connections that you have, especially ones that have maybe already been hanging by a thread. But that is because the lovers is also trying to actually put in the alternative that has been manifesting for you. The lovers is trying to bring in the healthy replacement, the optimal replacement. And you may be noticing this happen in various roles as well. It might not be as cut and dry as a friendship or a relationship or a business collaboration. We could be also noticing this happen when it comes to people who represent a certain influence or certain element in your life. It's almost the energy of, say, a person having chosen family replace and displace the natal family. You know, almost like the proverbial toxic mother figure being displaced by the healthy mother figure. Imagine these figures now coming into your space, offering themselves as alternatives to what we may have been working with or struggling with, or maybe even carrying at this time, allowing for healthier one-on-one connections, but also mutually enhancing commitments and connections as well. Platonic, business, family, it doesn't matter. It's happening all over. As we get to the material concerns with the King of Cups in reverse, well, we definitely see a toxic figure here. In fact, the King of Cups in reverse, what I'm actually seeing is that there is going to be the, I guess, clearing or revealing of another's personal, emotional, or even psychological agenda as it is actually playing out in either a material or professional or financial circumstance or project or priority that you are actively involved in. Now, with the King of Cups in reverse, it's important to understand that this is not something that should be considered appropriate or defended, because it's not defendable in any way. In fact, with the King of Cups in reverse, in a lot of cases, we see people often playing favorites or maybe getting overly attached. And here's the thing, I don't see them playing favorites with other people. I see them actually doing it with you. And there does seem to be this energy of somebody trying to maybe buy loyalty, buy attachment, buy obligation, and they want it to come through you. Now, the King of Cups reversed can also indicate that somebody's personal issues, personal emotional issues or mental health issues is actually creating more of a problem for your material and financial well-being, as well as your own professional trajectory, if it seems like they are getting a little bit too close for comfort. Now, this could also be a client, this could be a boss or a business partner, but whatever this person cannot keep out of the office is now starting to make a bit of a stink. And so this is a week where we have to take on the situation. Interestingly enough, financially, the King of Cups reversed is positive no matter how you spin it, but it's really about what you can put up with. As we get into the social side of things, friends and family, we have the Two of Cups upright. And we actually have this great new opportunity to delve into a deeper, more intimate connection with a friend or a relative, whether this is somebody new or somebody from your past. The Two of Cups is breaking down a barrier between you and this very important character that belongs in your life. This barrier could be emotional, social, or even physical proximity, but this heart share, this very deep moment, creates a lasting bond. It creates this moment of a nice soul or spiritual exchange that is allowing for the two of you to actually take from that moment, from this connection, from this relationship, exactly what it takes to apply to your own life to get the victory that you want, to get the ideal outcomes, the ideal future that you want. Yes, for those of you who are curious about romance, this could turn into a romantic relationship, but it is something that is giving me an understanding that it would ultimately have to be serving a higher purpose than just simply getting together so people have someone to sleep with. This is ultimately going to be something that is actually very purposeful and purpose-driven in the moment. However, this could be platonic. As I said, this could be a BFF situation or a new BFF situation. This could be family. But we have that Lover's card and that Two of Cups going to work to forge the alliances that you deserve and the alliances that you need in this now moment. As we get to relationships and romance, however, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And it does look like when it comes to love and relationships, it's not so much about just the partner itself, but possibly more people getting involved in the relationship than it really should be. Now, it's important, however, to understand that with the Three of Cups in reverse, it's never a good idea for people to start waging war on each other's support systems. In fact, that's usually the sign of a very toxic, abusive person. But it does look like when it comes to the Three of Cups reverse, there is going to be some kind of issue going on with a partner and either their friends or their relatives or possibly even a new person struggling with their own social support system. So it's a little bit different. You may be also getting more and more information about what is happening here. It's important to understand that this situation is a battle that your partner or the person you're dating needs to be able to fight themselves. I'm really seeing that this week. However, I would also say that some of you who are looking for new people, maybe meeting somebody that is not necessarily what your friends or your relatives would want for you. Now, I don't necessarily see that as necessarily a thing a reason to say somebody is good or no good, but it's important that we pay attention to why that might be. Is there a good reason for that, or is it not a good reason? We want to make sure that we are wholly honest with ourselves before taking a step forward. Either way, it does look like this is a week where we have to pay attention to what is being reflected in the social and familial environments around our relationships, new and old, so that we can better take on the situation in an honest way, so we can actually have the best relationship possible, new or even presently existing. However, with the Three of Cups reversed, it's also important to understand that we want to make sure that if we are inviting people into our relationships, that they are loving, enhancing, and of course, healthy and honest people. And this week, it does look like we all have to take a bit of inventory, at least if you're a Taurus, to see if that is what's really going on. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.